J.I., a long time coming. How did it feel to be back out there?
It felt great, just in terms of the atmosphere. Everybody's excited for me, so I appreciate that. The Magic, the Lakeland, everybody's super happy for it, and so I felt really good.
As you were walking out there tonight, what was going through your mind?
Just gratitude. I'm grateful, again, to Magic, to everybody, but my family and God, because I know I wouldn't have gotten to this point if I didn't have that mental fortitude and people around me pushing me to keep going. And so, a lot of times I lean back on that God is with me and that He has me, and that's what got me to this moment. And so that's what I was thinking about.
When did it start to feel natural again to you? Was it after the first poke? Was it the first second, or the first time the ball goes in the bucket?
I was happy that I got to the free throw line early. That's really what it was. I got to that first free throw, and I was like, okay, I'm good. And then that second half, my legs definitely started to get to me. And so that's just a part of this process and really getting in shape and conditioning level to really come back with a full head of steam.
Jonathan, it's been 892 days since your last game. What's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. How would you evaluate your first game back tonight?
I'm not going to look at it too deep, because it is my first game back. I'm glad I got a couple buckets to fall, but it was just for my conditioning. I definitely got tired, and so that's something I got to keep working on to really come back and make an impact like I want to when I get back to the Magic.
Have there been any discussions in terms of how many games you might play for Lakeland, or is there a date that you're targeting to return to the Orlando club?
That's one. It's a part of how I feel, and then just talking to the training staff and everybody, up at the Magic about what we're going to do moving forward. I'm glad I got this one under my belt, and if I play another one or not, I'm just excited to keep moving forward.
JR, just how happy were you? I saw you in warm-ups here, just grinning, just smiling, being back on the court. Was it like being a little kid hooping again?
Really was. A lot of times just getting back on the court, you're at peace, and it's just something that I fell in love with when I was younger. And so just to get back out there and feel the hardwood and really just let it all sink in, felt really good.
How long have you been scrimmaging 5-on-5 full court?
I can't even give you a real timeline on it. It's been a few weeks, but there's honestly just nothing like the game. We can kind of try to mock it up with players, assistants, and coaches, but it's just not the same.
Jonathan, the amount of time that you missed, the comeback, obviously really grueling mentally, physically. Can you just talk a little bit about where that strength from you for you to keep going? Where does that come from?
Well, it definitely goes back to my faith, man. There are a lot of times where just waking up, I'm like, man, I don't want to keep doing the same thing day in and day out over and over again. But with injuries, that's a part of what it takes. And so just leaning on God. I know my purpose. I know that He's for me and that I'm supposed to be here. And so that's what I'm taking into all these moments and coming back and moving forward.
Was it neat to be out there with some familiar faces? Obviously, RJ, Kevon, who you've been practicing with. Even on the other side, you had Melvin Frazier Jr. Right. Was it good to see some familiar faces out there on the court with you as you're coming back?
That definitely helped too. That was fun. Definitely being out there with my guys and just having a bunch of familiar faces around definitely made things easier.
Did you notice there were Isaac jerseys in the stands?
I did notice that, and I love it. I really appreciate it. Lakeland's been my home now for the second time that I've played here, and it's always been love, so I appreciate it.
Jonathan, so my question is, how great is the G League for any player, and really your second stint with us? What does it bring for players that possibly didn't have it in the past?
I think it's just great for what it is. Obviously, there's great players that are here. When you look at the game tonight and how our guys played, outside of the guys that are coming down or the two-way guys, and then for also being a tool for guys like me to come down and kind of get ourselves together coming off of injury. And I think the game is just going to continue to get better, and the G League is necessary.
How did it feel to hear that standing ovation from when you first checked in? It's just a little warm-up before you get to Orlando. Yeah,
it felt great. I'm excited to finally get to this point, and I can't wait to get that that one back with the Magic.
Is everybody good? As of right now, you don't know what the next step is.
No, I don't know if it's going to be play another game here. I'm going to get back home and try to get a massage because I need one, and figure out what the next steps are.
And you got up and down 4 times. Is that what you expected there? In the game?
Yeah, in terms of the minutes, I'm sure if I play again here, it'll be for more minutes and just continue to kind of push it, and then we'll see where we go from there.